Yeah, I mean, hand on table, it was kind of asking to be potted. Alan McManus alongside me. Interesting lineup, Alan. Maybe not the lineup people expected, but they've all burnt their place here.
Very much so, yeah. But I do think conditions in some way have suited Jiahui in particular this week. Whether that continues, we'll see. I mean, it's just supposition, but
Well, one subplot for Jiahui is the Players' Championship, which, of course, this is the cut-off for that. It's the top 16 on the 1 year list. It's actually the top 17 because O'Sullivan is out. So it's just something extra in the match. Obviously, he wants to reach the semis of this tournament, but in doing so, that could rubber stamp his participation in the next big Players' Series event.
12. Jiahui 12.
yeah, disappointing miss.
And that sort of dreaded phrase, a bit of a journeyman. He's now very much a top player.
Xiao Guodong 8.
Maybe favourite, but this it's up for grabs this tournament for all 8 players left in it.
1.
So that just adds a little bit of pressure.
Nine.
The way that he plays, I'm looking for a big performance from him in this match today. But he's a super talent, we know that.
$21.
He's actually not unlike how good a player he is. He just got to tighten up with his cue ball,
29.
I think.
$35.
Did so, and now it's just about trying to keep control.
43.
And just get through that. One of these players, it feels like he's been around a long time. He's still only 23.
51.
In the tournament in just 2 matches.
59. $66. $73.
Xiao Guodong, of course, top of the high breaks league, 144, and they made that in the first frame against O'Sullivan yesterday. Now this cue ball's running a bit. Yeah, so no century, but it's a good start from Jiahui once he got...
Getting back up table, one would think. Yeah, that would have unsettled him, I think, the red that he missed.
I jinxed Zhang Andu. He broke down on 97, but he still won the frame, of course. Can watch that on Discovery Plus. Good morning to everyone if you're up bright and early watching this live with us.
Yeah, it's always the gamble, isn't it? You know that a red.
One. Four. Eight. Thirteen.
That's a lovely shot. Well played. Get the other red in the open, and he's good to go. Says Jiahui.
Positive and confident, not really betraying signs of nerves.
21.
Not least because he's seen so many of his compatriots winning titles. You go back to the World Championship 3 years ago, had the chance to become the youngest world champion. I think by now we thought he would have trophies on his cabinet as that red
29.
wriggles in.
Thirty-seven.
That he's willing to take. This could go wrong.
Four. Xiahui 44. Xiao Guodong 4.
Played this shot nicely. Was it yesterday, wasn't it? Guodong killing the cue ball stone dead.
1.
Very good. And that was a gem.
9. Seventeen.
Oh, that's a brilliant shot. Well played.
25. $33.
Yeah, he's trying to shift it right now. Good shot. Very clear.
$37.
Yeah, you said earlier, Dave, that the barometer with players coming through and potentially
41.
becoming top players, do they feel like
His lines, he wouldn't be comfortable, but he's got over that. I think the fact there are so many tournaments now, you know, there's the chance if you get on one good run and you prove to yourself you can do it, then you can.
47. 50. 54.
And this break has been typical Xiao Guodong of recent times. It was calm. Most importantly, he didn't miss. Very nicely done.
65.
Yeah, terrific clearance from...
Yeah, you get a better view of it there, don't you? Quite thin, this. Yeah, it was an awkward one.
One. Jiahui, 1.
It looks like he's chancing his arm, maybe playing the thin one. No, just trying to get the cue ball on this end cushion. This one next to the black is a bonus.
1. Four. Xiao Guodong, 7.
Other thing is with the tables this week,
One.
and it's fair to say the pockets are not as tight as we've seen it.
Seven.
in Chinese snooker. Took him a while to find his feet, but as he said recently, you know, when he turned professional in 2007, there was Ding and a couple of other Chinese players, but there's 28 Chinese players on tour. And most of them are based in and around Sheffield at the academies there.
$21.
Of course, he lost a dramatic match with John Higgins, 13-12 in round 2 last year. But he's got that kind of dependable game, hasn't he? You know, he'll be a threat there for sure. He really will.
28.
Come Crucible time. What's difficult to see if he doesn't win the championship is that it's difficult to see him losing tamely. But it's hard to see because he's so consistent.
35. $42. $50.
So this black, and it's looking like 2-1. to Xiao Guodong. He's been more reliable, certainly in the safety, hasn't he, so far? And then he's made 42
58.
centuries this season. It's plenty that. Mark Selby topped with 53 for last season, 351 for his career. So the scoring has really improved. Had 2 maximums this season as well.
64. 65. 71. 79.
'He also has a really smart shot selection, Guodong. He's a very smart player.
85.
Nicely done.
88.
Saudi Arabia Masters, the huge money event there. He preferred to play in the World Games for China. He won the gold medal. He also
92.
didn't play, he didn't enter the Xi'an Grand Prix or Northern Ireland Open. There was a suggestion he'd forgotten to enter them. And we're seeing why here.
97.
Ah, he still made one. That's a shame.
Xiao Guodong.
But even... And so many times he's knocked in.
1.
Side these days. Well, Mark Williams, he does it. I think more should.
Four.
I mean, the ready's going to cannon's just going to kill off the second and leave him nicely on it. So handy lead in frame 2 prior to what I thought was perhaps the wrong way of playing. Didn't want to jag his cue ball back too much playing this. Yeah, you can see there, he could lose the cue ball down table, but played it well. He's playing that nicely.
20. 26.
'It was impossible not to be on one the way he played it. Yeah, I just think
32.
I just like everything he did. You're never worried that he's going to lose his cue ball. Although that has gone, that's the worst shot he's played so far. Yeah, handled nicely.
40. 48.
This is his 28th ranking event, quarter-final, looking to reach his 12th semi-final, but a lot of those have come in the last couple of seasons.
56.
He's become a top player, and he's playing like one, isn't he?
62.
He needs this black for a 3-1 interval lead. Well, it's been kind of metronomic, hasn't it, the way he's gone about this. Just a nice rhythm
69.
in the early stages of this match. Keeping Jiahui quiet after
70.
winning the opening frame.
$76.
Yeah, I know he's been playing like this for in the last year, I think the last 11 months, in fact. He's played John Higgins 6 times. And I know he got wiped out in the Tour Championship by John 10-3, but not month in, month out. But he's played him, as I say, very regularly. And he'll have learned so much from those encounters, apart from the fact he's played a bunch of other players and beaten them. His shot selection, his belief, and his competitiveness. He's a real
91.
hard player to play against, to Jiahui.
Well, he just missed out on the century in the last frame. He missed the pink for it, actually. But just to underline how well he's playing, going to the interval.
97.
I mean, the victories speak for themselves, Kyron Wilson and Ronnie O'Sullivan, but it's the performances as well that have been so impressive. And it's continuing here. If anything, he's upped his game today with all the titles those two have won. But now
104.
he's standing up as favourite, not only for this match, but emerging as a real threat for this tournament. Career century 352 for Xiao Guodong, who goes to the interval.
107. 111.
Jiahui made a 78 break in the opening frame, broke down, in fact went in off in frame 2.
116.
Xiao Guodong made 72, 97.
122.
122,
Xiao Guodong,
and he's 2 away from the semi-finals of the World Grand Prix, a stage he did actually reach back in 2019 when it was played in the UK. It's actually his 5th quarter-final in this tournament, so it is an event
If he has to swerve it. That's nicely done. The black obviously passes.
1.
And that's played to perfection.
Nine. $17.
And beautifully played. You know, compared with probably his first 8 or 10 years as a tour player. Yeah, although there's a poor one. He's potted it, I think, on the narrow side in the cue ball. Yeah, I don't think you would have called him a journeyman. You know, you go back 6 or 7 years, because he was better than that.
back in 2018-19, so relatively recently. Last season he made 54, already 43 this season, so that is something that has changed. He is doing the heavy hitting. Didn't there, he broke down.
I think I'm right in saying, I remember, was it a big semi-final he played? It might have been in Cheltenham or somewhere against, was it Ali Carter?
One.
So he's been sort of frozen out, really, the last couple of frames, but...
5. 11. Nineteen.
Of course, in the background, there is this business with the Players' Championship. As long as he's in this tournament, it's in his hands in that order of merit and knock him out. But as long as he's still playing, it's in his hands.
27. $33. $41.
Been a good match, hasn't it? You know, there's not been that many sort of.
His cue ball he just almost losing it. I thought of that last stride. I don't know why he didn't play
49.
on the pink. If he can somehow tighten that up over the next year or two, then, you know, all right, he's had a bad contact,
Jiahui,
but
49.
I just think that your way of thinking, having to keep changing your plan and changing your shot, and
1.
puts you under pressure, and that could be the match gone.
$8.
He'll get the pot, no problem. Oh, clean as a whistle, and played with so much confidence.
$24. $27. $31.
He's done what he had to do and take advantage.
36.
See, Jiahui very disappointed in the background. Got that kick on the pink.
42.
And it's been very costly. Xiao Guodong, Xiao Guodong, who leads this quarter-final 4-1.
Foul and miss. Jiahui, 4.
This is aggressive. Wow, the cut back. Got to get the pot. No, dear. Wasn't it? I know he's probably still living some of the disappointment of.
$9. $17.
Choice, isn't he? The amount of reds that he can play on. Just keep good, close control of that cue ball.
$25. $32. $40.
Well recovered.
48.
On the 5 together, but it will be tempting to do that because you'd expect to be on one. So he has a decision
56.
to make. And he's perfect. That should do it.
Well, he's playing as well as anyone in this tournament. Oh, is this overrun? Well, it has. Well, a twist in the tail. Just needed to be on that red. It was basically done.
Partly because the 2 reds on the right, Xiaohui will have a pop at one of them if he gets any sort of chance.
One.
He's got to press and play the pot. Yeah, very well done. So this is a big shot coming up now. Got to go.
5.
And boy, did it go. What a shot. So out of nowhere.
Yeah, Guodong, I think because he was on the verge of winning the match, I just thought he overcomplicated the safety shot that he had. Just put a red on the side cushion. And now's the chance to lift the red, which he'll definitely play. Cushion first, flick the red into the open first, and just push the red above the pink. Ah, too thin. Didn't play it very well, quite honestly.
$21.
All right, he's going to be busy shifting the red. But
$29.
yeah, it was never likely to promote it and be able to pot it, but that's okay.
Could have had him in trouble. Didn't get him in trouble, but he's back in the frame, albeit Xiao Guodong.
Too thick. What damage? Well, he's going to leave a chance. So, can Xiaohui somehow salvage?
1.
May have cost him. And then he's got to regroup. Going into the next frame.
8.
Probably even more so than the safety shot that I thought he played. That was probably the wrong way of
11.
playing it. And now he can put this one in the books because whatever shot he's left on the pink,
15.
it's straightforward to get nicely on the black.
Yeah, and what a roller coaster of emotions, because he was thoroughly fed up watching Xiao Guodong clear up in the last frame, but suddenly come to life again.
20.
Black here.
26.
It was Xiao Guodong's all day long, and with it the match. But Jiahui makes the clearance. Position though. And credit to Jiahui, because This is exactly what Xiao Guodong would want after losing a bad frame like that. Immediate chance.
1.
1, so he's pulled back. 3-2 it is to Zhang Anda on the other table. We will be going across to that if this match finishes.
7. 13. 21.
Just a push cannon, I would suggest. Well, that was a wee bit risky. Unlikely to be able to bring other reds into play as well in potting it, if he wants to.
$37.
And we saw what happened. He lost the frame eventually.
43.
Oh, just. Oh, just drops.
49.
And that.
$57.
Ball cannon on the end red. Xiao Guodong, if this red disappears, let's be honest, he shouldn't miss it. Well done.
Nicely done.
71.
And the fact is, it's no longer a surprise that Xiao Guodong is reaching semi-finals. He is a top player now. He's got the belief, he's got the game to win more and more. That shouldn't matter. The damage is done.
Xiao Guodong, 78. 1.
Well, I'll take it down, or try to the last red, but even then, even with 3 balls, this is, you know, he's the master at that. I think the disappointment, obviously, as I said, is that he won that frame with the really good clearance and then just...
17.
It's not an everyday occurrence, let's be fair in saying that. Fair to say, he's not quite in control of this exchange, is he?
Ball. And
That's
miss.
all she wrote, I think.
Sorry. Ball.
Yeah, there's the hand.